A missing girl, a rising star, and a trail of disturbing clues the internet pieced together long before police ever could. From leaked songs, to hidden Discord messages, to a music video that looks uncomfortably like a confession. Today, we're digging into the disturbing mystery behind David and the girl named Celeste, whose story refuses to stay buried. This is the case fans call romantic homicide. When Celeste Rivas Hernandez vanished, few realized how deeply her life was intertwined with the music and imagery of the artist known as David. Fans began tracing patterns, dates, lyrics, and symbols, all pointing toward a disturbing connection. Some of it is a coincidence, some of it is speculation, but some of it is impossible to ignore. A leaked song titled Celeste Demo Unfin resurfaced right after her death, and it wasn't the only clue. In early September 2025, a horrifying discovery shook Los Angeles. The body of 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez was found in the front trunk of a Tesla, a car registered to 20-year-old singer David Anthony Burke, known online as D4VD. With over 33 million monthly listeners on Spotify. Among his most famous songs are Here With Me and Romantic Homicide. When Celeste was found, she was described as weighing only 71 pounds, wearing black leggings, a tube top, a yellow metal bracelet, and gold stud earrings. David has not been charged, and this case remains an open investigation. But what connects these two, and what secrets the online world, his music, and social media reveal, will bring his romantic homicide to life. If you're into deep dive true crime investigations like this one, make sure to like, subscribe, and share. It helps us to keep uncovering stories that deserve more attention. On August 26, 2025, residents reported an abandoned Tesla, dusty and emitting a foul odor. By September 3rd, parking enforcement issued a citation and the vehicle was towed. Days later, the impound staff reported a stench too horrific to ignore. When the front trunk was opened, they discovered a severely decomposed body wrapped in plastic. The victim's identity was later confirmed as Celeste Rivas Hernandez. The advanced decomposition of the body left authorities unable to confirm age, eye color, or ethnicity. The remains were reportedly not intact, with some unconfirmed reports of only a head and torso being recovered. The medical examiner noted the victim likely died weeks before discovery, meaning the Tesla may have held secrets long before it was noticed. Celeste and David's relationship was layered and complex. Online posts, live streams, and screenshots suggest they were in frequent contact. Social media activity shows matching tattoos on their right index fingers, reading "shh," a shared fascination with Hello Kitty, and items that appear in both their posts, bracelets, shoes, and even keychains. This has ignited speculation about the depths of their relationship. Many argue that their interactions, whether online, in public, or in private, indicate a bond far beyond casual friendship.
How did they know him, and how well did they know him?
Yeah, so the folks that I spoke to are in the LA music scene, so they know David very, very well. They didn't know Celeste as well as they knew David, but they did notice that he was bringing her along when they would go to parties in the music scene. Maybe they would have hangouts after a recording session.
Did they get the impression that this was a romantic couple?
Yes, absolutely. So the people that I spoke to that were seeing them together out in the scene believed they were romantically involved. Now, look, they did not say anything about PDA, said that David was a very shy, quiet person, and Celeste seemed to mirror that as well. So they weren't out there making out at parties and things like that, but they did believe because they would see them together.
Many believe that Celeste's brother Matthew was aware of the relationship, as confirmed by a leaked DM conversation allegedly belonging to him. In the conversation, he indicated that David had told Celeste that he was waiting to get married to her after she turned 18. Another piece of unverified evidence is a text conversation purportedly between Celeste and one of her friends. The conversation discusses sexual activity, bleeding, and intimacy, with Celeste's friend expressing concern for her well-being. Another theory circulating is that there were two Celestes in David's life, Celeste Rivas Hernandez, the 14-year-old now deceased, and another Celeste, reportedly 23, who knew David and was seen with him publicly. Some theorize the older Celeste was used as a decoy, a way for David to talk about Celeste in his music without revealing he meant a minor. Others believe the younger Celeste may have died much earlier, and the older one was a disturbing replacement. Whenever photos surfaced, online communities debated which Celeste is this. The older Celeste eventually fought back. She changed her Instagram bio to Different Celeste. She wanted no confusion and no association with the disappearance. Meanwhile, fans uncovered Discord messages showing David interacting with a Celeste as far back as 2022, when the younger Celeste would have been only 12. In October 2022, David typed, "Celeste in here?" The user 0907 responded instantly. This could be related to the younger Celeste's birth date, September 7th. In February 2024, someone commented under a TikTok, "Waiting for LAPD to get your ass for messing with a 13-year-old girl." That same month, Discord users claimed David had a girlfriend named Celeste. In August 2025, someone replied to him regarding a new song. "Drop one with the missing girl Celeste Rivas Hernandez," meaning the connection wasn't just a rumor. Fans already suspected something deeper. Screenshots later surfaced showing a girl wearing an engagement ring with a red ink tattoo reading David on her ring finger. In one image, David sits directly across from her, though her face is never fully shown. We already know Celeste wore red ink tattoos, so people asked, was this her? But then another question. If she had David tattooed on her left hand, why didn't the police report finding it on her remains? Possibilities emerged. She was too decomposed, the hand wasn't recovered, or the images weren't her at all. David's tour schedule initially appears airtight, but gaps, off-schedule shows, and the potential for private flights leave questions about physical access. He had 13 days in August 2025 unaccounted for. A timeline that does not confirm involvement, but leaves space for speculation.
Judging by the concert poster, David's Withered tour in support of his debut album kicked off August 5th in Del Mar, California, on the outskirts of San Diego. And as jam-packed as the list looks, it is not even a complete list because several shows were added, both before the official kickoff and before the remaining dates were scrapped a week ago tonight. So on paper, it looks almost impossible for David to have been involved in whatever it was that happened to Celeste. Bottom line, the dead girl's boyfriend had 13 days to himself in the month leading up to the day police found Celeste's body.
Ultimately, the truth depends on facts yet to be released. The official cause and manner of death, and any connections investigators may uncover. Until then, we are left with fragments of lives, social media traces, music, and rumors. A chilling puzzle that the public is piecing together in real time. Here's where things get darker. David's music videos are drenched in violent imagery, and many fans claim they mirror real events. In Romantic Homicide, a girl with long black hair lies in a bloody white dress while David stands over her body. He sings about not feeling bad for killing her, roses around her bed, soaked in blood. He said the bloody rose theme symbolizes beautiful things that hurt you, but after Celeste's death, those lyrics have a different meaning. And this wasn't the only disturbing character in David's universe. David created an alter ego named Itami, meaning pain in Japanese. Itami shows up everywhere, a blindfolded figure in bloody white. He explained he wanted to write a manga, a style of Japanese comic books and graphic novels, where he plays a detective, and Itami is the evil version of himself, committing murders he must solve.
I'm really big into anime and I'm really big into manga, and I wanted to make my own manga series at one point, and I was writing a lot of poems and writing a lot of things for it, and a big part of that manga was an evil version of me named Itami, which means pain in Japanese, and he wears this blindfold, and he's basically an agent of chaos and kind of my alter ego. And the story of the manga went like I was a detective, and there was an evil version of myself that would kind of come out at random moments, kind of like Fight Club with Tyler Durden. And he would commit the crimes that I would have to solve as the detective. So like when I was as a detective, I'd be like solving murders that I'm committing myself.
It's a chilling parallel. In his videos, Itami drags bodies, dismembers women, buries versions of David, and hunts female characters. In David's Here With Me video, people swear the girl looks exactly like Celeste. At his concerts, David stages a funeral for Itami, complete with a casket. He even sold bloody Itami shirts before removing them from his merch site amid Celeste's death investigation. On social media, he openly admitted, "I love gore. I was addicted to watching gore videos." Fans connected these admissions to his violent lyrics, violent visuals, and a disturbing fixation with death. People mapped out eerie synchronicities. The Romantic Homicide music video was released on Celeste's 12th birthday, which means he would have been involved with her when she was only 11 years old. The Rehab music video was released on her 13th birthday, and what would have been her 15th birthday, he announced his deluxe album featuring 15 new songs. And when a leaked track appeared, Celeste Demo Unfin, meaning unfinished. Coincidence or obsession? So, what do we actually know? We know an underage girl vanished. We know an artist built a world filled with violence, death, and a character who mimics cruelty. We know dates align. We know names appear again and again. We know online communities documented everything long before authorities acted. But here's the truth. None of this is proof, but all of it is disturbing. Lyrics can be art. Imagery can be a metaphor. Coincidences can be coincidence. Celeste was just a child. If wrongdoing is proven, accountability will be demanded. Until then, this remains an open investigation, with social media, music, and digital evidence continuing to feed public curiosity and concern. David Burke remains innocent until proven guilty, but the shadow of this tragedy stretches far beyond the headlines. When a girl is gone, and the world she seemed connected to is built on blood, murder, and obsession, people are right to ask questions. This is the mystery of Romantic Homicide. Join us next time in following true crime cases and bringing darkness to light.